crab apples. Still just getting set up here, so give me a minute. Put you right in the rocks. There you go. That gives me a second to get set up here. So these are all self-collected rocks. And I find so much of this stuff out here that I don't pick it up unless it's like super cool to me in some way. But if this isn't what you're finding when you're rock hounding, you may find this really interesting. So I thought I'd share. Also, I have cut and polished some of this material that we're going to look at today, and it turns out really cool. I don't think any of this is agate. I think it's all a quartz or even a feldspar. I don't know. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. It really cuts and polishes nice. And it really is pretty stuff. So my son's girlfriend went to a rock shop several months ago, and she bought a piece of moonstone. And she brought it back and showed it to me, and I was like, "You paid money for that?" Because I swear I have a whole windowsill full of it. So I don't want to be too bold as to say that this is moonstone, because again, this is stuff that I find locally, but it sure does that color flash like moonstone does, doesn't it? And I find it in a lot of different colors, mostly that peach color, but Slim had asked about this piece over here, so let's look at it next. This one's my favorite. We'll look at that one soon. Here, let's get some room. That way you can really see the color flash. This way you can really see. Sometimes I kind of want to call this like bubblegum rock, because it's... Oh no, Dave just went live. We'll have to make this fast, you guys, so we can go watch Dave. I want to call it like bubblegum rock sometimes, because it's just like pink and purple and blue, and the other side's not quite as pretty, but that side, whoa, man, so pretty. Like I say, we'll hurry this up so you guys can get over to Dave's live that he's got going on. Here's a piece of like mostly white kind of a blue hue to it, but again, quite flashy. Guys, I don't know if you can hear it or not. I've got a little bit of background music going today so that we don't hear my kid. He's gaming in the other room. Look at that piece. Just glass smooth. Naturally found like that. I didn't polish it. I wouldn't even do that good a job polishing it if I did polish it. I don't know if it's an opal or what it is, but it sure is pretty stuff. This piece here just has just a little like hexagonal shape. There it goes. Piece of it in there. And the rest of the rock is something entirely different. Can't get it to flash it anyway, but that way. This one, very pretty. This one even has like some little almost pyrite-y looking pockets in it. And this one's kind of unique. It's kind of bubbly. It's got kind of a really porous texture. However, it's still, if you get it at just the right light, let's see. There it goes. It just shines all over the dang place. So like I say, these peach colors are more frequently what I'm finding. Sometimes it's more of a white color. Sometimes it's like that dark purple and almost blue. Hey, Rocky Mountain. I don't want to tell you you're missing Dave's live right now, but we're going to keep this one pretty quick so that we can all go over and watch Dave here shortly. But yeah, all of these super shiny rocks that I find. So we'll skip past some of these more peach and red colored ones. You know, just take my word for it that they're pretty dang cool. And let's talk about this one a little bit. This one is a chunk off of a much bigger piece, and there you can kind of see some little pieces of it. This one isn't overall as flashy as some of the rest, but this is cool. Right on, Rocky Mountain. You'll have to let us know if we're missing anything cool. This is a piece of, I have a much bigger rock that I found, and I'm talking boulder size, and I found a smaller basketball size chunk sitting next to it, and I was like, I know where to come back for this if this cut and polish is good. Hey, Wyo, what's up? And so I brought the basketball size chunk of this home, and I had my kid hit it with a sledgehammer a couple of times and get me some smaller pieces. So here's a piece that's been cut but not polished. Glad to hear it. So you can see it throw a little bit of flash like right down there. And then it gets this like really pretty pink color up in the top. And this stuff is cool. Cool, Rocky Mountain Bear. We'll have to go check that out here shortly. This stuff is really UV reactive too. It's really pretty under an ultraviolet light as well. Here's another big piece of it. This seam through the middle of this piece is so UV reactive. I'm not super sure what it is, but there it is looking kind of pink. So I just get lots of different colors in this particular stone. Here's a piece of it that's cut, again, not polished. Come on, focus for us. There's just so many pretty colors in it, and it keeps that color play. That's saw marks there, but it keeps that color play all the way through cut and polish. So I love working with this rock, whatever it is. I really don't know what it is. I don't remember. Orange? Maybe it glows orange. Orange or yellow. Let's see if we can find out real quick together. Shut the other light off. Yellow. It glows yellow. Let's look at, I boasted about that seam running down that other rock, so let's look at it real quick. Boy, it's maybe my UV light could use a charge. That, and it's the middle of the afternoon, so no matter how hard I try, I can't get it dark in here. I see blue too. Oh no! Come on, UV. So like I say, there's different things happening in this rock. Orange on some of it and blue on some others, yellow. So, and it does that too when you make jewelry out of it. Let me turn the light back on. Some of you may have missed the cab show just a minute ago. But it does that too when you make jewelry with it, where you'll get a big chunk of it that's like kind of pink, and then you'll get a big chunk that when you hold it up to the light, you can see through it. It's like a milky white color. So like I say, I really don't know what this stone is, but I love that little bits of feldspar looking flash it gets in it, and all the different colors from blue to pink. Oh, the focus. So whatever this is, I am glad that I got, and I'm telling you guys, I got a big chunk, ridiculously big chunk of this that I'll work on forever. So I'm glad too, because it really does make pretty jewelry. So we talked a little bit about some of these rocks that reflect the light. Look at that one go, you guys. Like I say, do you dare call them moonstone? I don't know if they're moonstone or not, but they sure do resemble, don't they? This one might make pretty jewelry someday too, you guys. Okay, so we've talked about all of the shiny rocks, and I've got just a couple more cabs here that I want to show you guys. What's up, full? Okay. Little flat top cab that I made. I have no idea what this rock is. Something I found, you know, in my backyard. The focus tonight. There we go. I'm calling it Montana marble. Oh, just because I can. Anyway, I thought you guys would like to have a look at that. And I got just a couple more. These are some of the first cabs I ever made. I cut this stone, and again, we're gonna just take guesses as to what this is, because it's not like I went and bought it at the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show and it's from a claim that's established a well-known name, because that's not what we have here. But this is one of the first rocks I ever made jewelry cabs out of, because I cut this rock. It was so ugly on the outside. I was like, what in the world is this? So I thought I'd cut it open and find out what it is. And I cut it open and was like, well, I still don't know what it is, but my gosh, is it pretty. So there are some little vugs and holes in this, and some little like druzy pockets and things going on. I don't know what it is, but it sure did make a pretty cab. And then here's a little teardrop shaped cab I made out of that same stone. Again, some of the first ones I ever made, so I was really scared to make an edge. I was comfortable with the flat lap, so getting a good flat polish was something I was really comfortable with, but working the edge of my stone was still quite scary to me. But still, they're pretty little pieces. This one even like stands up all by itself. So yeah, I kind of hurried through it tonight so that we could all go hang out in Dave's chat, but there are just a few of the, I'm like I say, I'm not bold enough to say that they're moonstone. That's kind of what I call them, or feldspar. I call them feldspar. I don't know if I'm right with either one of those descriptive words. But there are a couple of the prettier pieces of it that I've found, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Yeah, feldspar is safe, I think. And yeah, if you cut along that line of color play there, it's so fun to make into jewelry. And even if you don't and you just get little glints and hints of it here and there, it's really pretty stuff. Yeah, oh, and that reminds me, why I have tumbled some of these, and they are beautiful when they come out of the tumbler. So, like I say, I'm not hunting the typical Yellowstone River that all of the other Montana hunters are, but I'm plumb happy with my prairie pickings. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting first pick, because I've never seen another rockhound when I'm out looking for rocks. I've seen a few of my friends out when I'm out looking for rocks, but I've never seen another rockhound. Some of my friends will find me every once in a while and be like, I wondered if I could find you out here. I seen your truck pull over on the side of the road. I knew you were close by. But I've never seen anybody else out who's hunting for rocks. I know there are a few locals who like rocks and collect rocks, but a few that have asked me to take them rock hounding. So we may do some of that this summer, where I take a couple of new people out and encourage them to get bit by the rock bug. You know, friends don't let friends become addicted to rock hounding. Friends help friends get addicted to rock hounding, right? So yeah, anyway, again, yeah, just some different stuff. Not your general great big agates and things that we see up here, but, and I'm not afraid to say I don't always know what it is I'm finding, but if it's pretty, I'm bringing it home. And if it takes a polish, I might make some jewelry out of it. Awesome. Well, that was a short one, but we'll do it again, you guys. Let's all, boo. Let's all go hang out and see what Dave's doing. It's always awesome. And I could definitely listen to Dave while I go through. Oh, where did that go? I've never tried dopping before, by the way. And I see you guys all doing it on screws and nails, so I'm going to go give it a try and see if I like it or not like it. And I might be all wrong about how I'm going about it, but no point in trying something for lack of not learning a lesson or two along the way. So I'm going to go listen to Dave, throw that onto my big machine and see what I can do with it. Here, I just did this earlier today. So I've got water in the bucket and the pump and ready to go and everything. So I'm going to go. Thanks. I'm going to go cut and polish some more rocks while I listen to Dave and visit with all you fine folks in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Let's see, can I, here, guys want to see my face? I'm going to turn it around, you're going to see my stand. There it is, my stand. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. We'll do it again soon. I'll see you all over in Dave's chat. We'll visit there.